Mm. Wait, no, 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 that's not what I want to do. Hello, my cufflinks. How are you doing? Let me just fix my camera so you guys can see my pretty blue eyes. Look at are they pretty? Are they pretty? And yes, guys, I am back. We got a new hairstyle. What do you think? What do you think? And chat, that's not all. That's not all. We got a bear tail. We got a bear tail. Do, 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 do. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that bear tail! We got a bear tail. Okay, now let's just turn round, round, round. And now I get up on the apart. Turn round, round, round. Every now I get up on the apart. I do, yeah. Okay, I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm changing my schedule a bit. So my uploads for both my YouTube channels is going to be Mondays and Tuesdays. Wednesdays, I am taking a break so I can do more editing and recording, and then the uploads are going to be on Thursday and Fridays. On the last Reddit retail reaction video, I also said if any of our viewers have their own Reddit retail stories, please let me know on Reddit. And Mumsy did exactly that. I just had to fix some of the writing because it was a bit confusing to read. It was a bit much. So yeah, no, that is all good. So if you see Grammarly, then you know why. Okay. But yeah, Mumsy's mom asked to share a few Reddit retail stories, and I said, you know what? Yes, let's do it. I am still trying to fix this camera because it looks like I'm giving you guys like siren eyes, like evil eyes. I was like, I know what you up to. I know what you're up to. That one looks like I'm half asleep and bored out of but let's try this. Let's try this. Okay. Let's pick you up. Okay, some few things are gonna happen. I'm gonna move you up. That looks a little better. That looks a little better. There we go. That is much better. That is. I still have like slanted eyes, but at least it's not as bad. Okay, but with that being said, let's get into the reaction. This is the story that I was sent from Mumsy, and let's get into it. Okay, so story number one, the hearty shuffle. I have been working in retail since I was 18 and have been to two branches in my extensive experience. Oh, my throat's a bit dry. Uh, a few things you need to know about this incident. It was when I was the security champion for the store in question, and the security guard was on break. During this time frame, I was tasked with looking out for suspicious behavior and other things. So I was doing the usual sorting out security. So I was doing the usual sorting out security tags on the wines and spirits, a part of the store where most of the security measures were housed. So that's where most of the security was taking place, which makes sense. And a man collapsed on the other side of the aisle. He had a massive heart attack. That must be so terrifying when you're working and like you just see somebody having a heart attack or some sort of like major collapse due to a medical condition. I would have lost my mind. And when I say I would have lost my mind, I don't know I don't think I would be able to handle the situation. I think I would have panicked, or I would have tried to help and ended up making the situation worse, or I would have just frozen because I've never dealt with that before. Normally, now with me, and I would love to hear from our viewers how you guys handle emergency situations. Now, if it's something that I've been through before, or if it's something that is similar to what I have been through, I'm on it like I don't know what I don't know the rest of that saying, but I am on it. Like I turn into Commander Jules. I'm like, you do that, da da da. Like, I know what to do, I know where to go, I know how to handle the situation. But if it's something that I've never experienced before, if it's something that I've never seen before, I freeze. Like, I don't know how to act, I don't know how to help, I don't even calling for help, like I completely freeze. I'm just like I completely space out completely. So that's why I said I don't know how I would have handled this heart attack situation. I don't know if I would have gone into commanded rules where I'm just like, um, I know what to do and I know like, okay, call for help, you call for help, da 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 da. Um, or if I would have just frozen and completely blanked out. So, yeah, I would love to hear how you guys handle emergency situations and stuff like that. That would be interesting. I was going to head down. Still, someone saw him go down and grab the defibrillator while they were trying to assess him. I saw it. A guy looked at the commotion and took off running. I knew precisely what he had planned. I ran as my the sentence is so cute. I ran as my 5 feet frame could carry me and reached the door just as he attempted to pass through. And I grabbed that trolley. Good for you, Mama. Good for you. Yes, that's how you stop thieves. Okay. Um, With a big hearty voice, I told the lovely lady on the desk, wait, it was my son that day, to call the security guard down as I caught the thief. Still, as luck would have it, security was already there. He took the guy to the room we had for holding you until the police arrived. Okay. I was tasked with getting a training receipt for the security guard to see the total amount of shopping he tried to get away with. The answer was £1,050. That's a lot of money worth of goods. I turned to my son and said, cheeky bastard, and left at that. Okay, so how I would have handled the situation is pretty much how this lady handled the situation, how Mumsy's mom handled the situation. I don't think I would have ran and caught up with him and just stopped him at the door. I think I see one of two things would have happened. I would have handled it exactly like this, stopped him at the door, or I would have gotten overzealous and rugby tackled the guy to the ground. So, or picking up something and throwing it at him. One of the two. It's either I'm very calm or I go to extreme measures. It's one of two. I would rate this a 5 due to the severity of that guy having a heart attack. And as for the thief, I would rate that a 3 because think I don't think this guy like how do I put it? I think he was just like, I see this is happening. Let me try and take a chance. I think this was like a one-time thing for him. I don't think he made a practice of it. I think he saw the commotion and he either like tried to take that opportunity or he panicked and he ran away because he didn't know what to do. So I think it could be either one of that. So I would say the thief was a 3, but the guy having heart attack was a 5. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think and how you guys would have handled the situation. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get myself something to drink and blow my nose because my throat is really, really dry. And also, I'll be staring into your souls. You dirty bastards! I stared into your souls long enough to know. Shame on you. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, that's funny. Okay, story number two is the rooftop scuffle. I live in a giant village that houses teenagers of all kinds. Still, they all have one thing in common. They are bored witless. One night, 5 years ago, my son was working late at the customer service desk, and the managers were kicking out so many kids at that night. It was Saturday, so many teenagers were getting rowdy and causing trouble. We don't know how Guy A managed it, but he dared to walk across the wall next to our delivery bay and fell into the delivery area. Now realizing he was trapped, Guy A decided to scale the stairs that led to the roof, and when he reached the stairs, the alarm went off for the gate at the top of those stairs. To say there was panic is an understatement. My son and a few managers went to go and look. My son was armed with a walkie talkie just in case they needed to call the police. And the security guard was checking the cameras and looking for the correct camera for the sensor. Once the SG found out which one it was, he let my son know where to head. And that's where we saw Guy A, covered in his blood, disoriented and unsure what to do. Following the manager who went up with the bungee cord to where the teenager was on the roof, one odd step would have sent him falling further than the first time. I'm actually getting anxious. The manager tried to get any information from Guy A. Still, with how dazed he was, Guy A wasn't responding. Seeing through the camera, nothing was happening. So the security guard was looking through the cameras and he saw nothing was happening. The security guard called the police and the ambulance and then decided to head out there to help the security. Oh. And then the security guard decided to head out there to help the manager. That's what's happened. Like that sentence changed itself. We don't like that. The security guard climbed the stairs, grabbed a cord, and approached the kid. Guy A reached for the security guard, took his hand, and they nearly got Guy A off the roof. When Guy A saw the police turn up with the ambulance, he just attacked everybody out of fear of being in trouble. I'm sorry, that is ridiculous. You are bleeding. You are bleeding. Why are you fighting with people that's trying to help you and get you back down to safety? The police was called because the alarm went off. Ambulance was called because they saw a guy bleeding on the roof. Like, dude, I swear, men. Guy A started punching the security, who decided the only way to restrain him now was to fireman carry the teenager. Thank you. After a few minutes of taking some punches, the security guard managed to pick Guy A up, take him down the stairs, and open the gates, only for Guy A to get treatment and then be questioned by the police on the way to the hospital. Okay, so moral of the story is don't be out there doing stupid things. Guys, no, no. Like, even if your friends dared you to do something, don't do it. It's the same expression that our moms always told us growing up. If your friends jump off a cliff, would you jump too? Like, there's a reason why parents tell us this. Okay. With that being said, I would rate this a 5 situation due to the severity because also, like, I would have most probably done, like, I would have most, again, I would have most probably handled the situation the same. I would have Let security handle it. I would let management handle this and stuff like that. And um, if possible, I would most probably talk to the teenager myself, try to get him to calm down and stuff like that. But as for how the situation was handled, it's, I would rate this like a 5 due to the severity of it because there was like blood injury and like how dangerous the situation was. But how the situation was handled, it was handled like pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, moving on to story number three. Story number three. Do, 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 do. I need a sip of coffee. Wait, I wonder if this can pick it up. Let's try. I need to lean into the. Okay, it kind of picks it up, but not completely. Let's try again. Ps, ps. It picks it up pretty well. It picks it up pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. I like it. I like it. Okay, moving on to story number three. Clean up on aisle 16. Oh, I read this one and my heart was like, oh, things happen. Working retail for the last 39 years has taught me many things, but one thing is for sure. Retail isn't easy. I don't know why this changed it to accessible. I recall a memory about catching an unfortunate accident where an older man was relieving himself down one of the aisles. I was working on it, and he came up to me and told me he had a minor accident and was going to the toilet to get something to clean it up. I told him not to worry, we have cleaning staff for such purposes. On my way back, okay, I will say, like, this breaks my heart because my gran kind of has the same problems with diarrhea. My gran has chronic diarrhea, and when she can't control it and it just, comes out, and I see how much it hurts her, and I can't imagine how embarrassed and how upset this elderly gentleman must have felt back then. To lose control of your bowel movements must be, besides losing your memory and anything else that comes with old age, must be one of the scariest things growing up, like becoming an elderly. And I'm actually crying. Because I know I've seen how it affects my grand. I see how it hurts her. Like some days she just cries her eyes out because she has no control. And it kills her back. And it's just it's horrible. I wouldn't want to wish this on anybody, not even my worst enemy. Like I can't I'm actually crying. uh okay. I'm gonna get through this together. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Be strong. We have cleaning staff for such purposes. On my way back, I showed the man to the bathroom and called for a cleaner. I headed back to the aisle, but the cleaner took one look and walked away, a bit irritated, but also thinking he probably came to see what kind of mess the man made and was going to get the appropriate equipment. 4 minutes went by and nothing. I told my colleagues to stay where I was standing to ensure I could quarantine the area when they returned. I stopped all the customers going down there, but after 10 minutes, no cleaner returned. They weren't contracted to deal with human waste on the shop floor, just in the designated areas, toilets, and that was left for us to clean and clear. Now, I'm no prude. I have 3 children. I have dealt with all that stuff, but I was so frustrated that I left it for the checkout team leaders to sort out. When they came back down with the buckets, I helped them dry it, but I was too upset with the cleaners to help straight away. And to this day, I have not seen a cleaner clean up human waste at the store if it wasn't in the toilets. I'm sorry, that is ridiculous. If you are a cleaner, that's part of your job. And that person should be ashamed of themselves. Like, it's not this elderly person's fault. He was trying to get to the bathrooms, but he lost control of his bladder due to most probably a medical condition or whatever the case may be. Shame on you. It's not that hard to have some sympathy. It's not that hard to have some empathy and just do your job. You are paid to do that. I would have been so, if I was manager, ooh, heads would have been rolling. Mm, mm. Okay, but if I had the same problem with the cleaner, I would have crapped the cleaner out personally. I would have fought with the cleaner. I don't care if it was in front of the entire store. And I would have been like, you know what, just give me the cleaning equipment. I'll do it myself. You, oh, I would have been so mad. I would have been so mad. But anyway, these are all like extreme stories, except for the first one. The first one wasn't that bad, but the second and third story, they were quite extreme. Like, damn, okay, I see you, I see you. But that is all the stories for today. Let's see. Yeah, that's all the stories for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next week, Thursday, where we will be having a new retail story. Um, yeah, I shall say. Wait, before I say bye, let me give you guys a thing. So Mondays, Thursdays, and no, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays is when I upload onto my second channel. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays is when I upload to my main channel. It will vary from 5 p.m. to maybe about midnight. That's going to be the time zones that I'll be uploading, and depending how fast editing goes and how fast recording goes. But yeah, until next week, Thursday, I shall see you then, and I'm gonna go ahead and say bye, my couplings. Hmm. Wait, I forgot something. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to hit a like and comment and share the video. Until next time, bye.